common, the springtime, it looks to me like we've got a female and a male together. Springtime is mating time. And that's the only time you'll see these two snakes. Look at this one just starting off now. Incredible. Yo, they're fighting. It's a bit of a fight. This is incredible. A male and a female. Look at this, look at this. Yo. Two cobras. Two cobras at the same time. Yo. Try and get this one under control. Now what's happening here is I first thought it was one snake, but this is a female and this is a male over here, and they were doing their little ritual, getting ready to mate. But it's a very, very close thing that could happen. When they're mating like this, they could also turn on each other and actually eat each other. Cobras are known to eat other snakes. So even though when they're mating, there's always that risk that the one can turn on the other one and start eating him. So you have to be very, very careful if you're the lady or the male when you're doing your mating thing, because it can in 1 second turn into a feast. You see the little tail is wagging, she's warning me a bit. Making it look how stunning that is. It's incredible, such a privilege to work with both at the same time. Now what I want to try and do here that I've never done before is put my hand on both of them at the same time. This one's very alert. It's huffing. It's huffing. Got my hand on both snakes. It's quite nerve-wracking, but if you're very gentle, look at that, I'm stroking both of them. They both have gone into a state of thanatosis, just by a touch. Just giving them light scratches, you can see, they're both completely flat. That is really more remarkable, look at that. Both gone completely soft. I can actually see if I can turn the snake around to camera just to show you how docile she's gone. Look at that, just a little rub. Heads right next to each other, little gentle rubs. Just by touch. One moment they try and kill you, next moment by gentle touch, you knock them out and they go into a state of thanatosis. You're completely relaxed. Not completely asleep, still conscious of what's going on, but they are now in that primitive instinct is kicked in where they shut off. And they pretty much can be very gently approached and worked with now. Not something that you should try at home, but through understanding of animal behavior, I've gotten to the point where I can handle them like this.
In a secluded valley on the eastern coast of South Africa, nestled in the foothills bordering the Indian Ocean, this tiny band of subtropical forest is one of the few places left untouched by humans. Here, plants on the forest floor wrestle for the few precious rays of light that stagger through the canopy above. In summer, rainfall is high, transforming trickling streams into rivers. Humidity rises and life flourishes. Between the tangled roots, swaying vines, and an endless supply of water, wildlife here has forged an idyllic existence. But peace is never long-lived. The forest cobra. Reaching lengths of up to 3 meters, this is the largest of all true cobra species in the world. It is only outsized by the king cobra, which is in a genus of its own. Herpetologists consider it the most intelligent of cobra species in Africa. Should you meet one eye to eye, you'd agree. It has fixed front fangs, and a lethal cocktail of cyto and neurotoxic venom. Averaging 500 milligrams in a single bite. Though reluctant to bite, if provoked, it won't release unless forcibly removed. If bitten, enormous doses of antivenom must be administered. Victims suffer agonizing pain, necrosis, and respiratory failure. Those who survive are scarred for life. Kurt's passion for nature has compelled him to find the biggest, meanest, deadliest snakes in the country. He's trekked deep into the wild to advocate the lives of the creatures we fear most. Snakes. He hopes that by risking his life to venture closer than most would dare, he can prove that these creatures aren't malicious and won't bite unless hurt or provoked.
Look at this. It's a monster forest cobra. This is 2.5 meters easily. One of the deadliest animals, period, found in Africa. Coming for a drink of water. This is an apex predator. Look at that. And again. Wow. Just trying to move away. He is so powerful. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, he's so strong. Look at this. Yo. Gotta stay so focused. One bite from a snake this size is almost equal to that of a young black mamba. There's so much venom in the head of a snake this big that he could take out something the size of a young buffalo. So slippery on the rocks here. Oh, he's coming towards me, he's making a hood. So strong. So strong. Get a stay here. Yo. Look at that. Even on top of the rock, the snake is massive. Yo. He's almost too big to handle because he can curve back. He can get me right now. One big muscle, a deadly muscle. Not only is he big, but he's highly venomous. Look at that. Yo, it's making a hood of me now. I've always wanted to lift one of these up. His body and see if I can get. Look at that. The snake. Incredibly potent neurotoxic venom. All it takes is one bite and he will die from respiratory failure. Wow. That is one most amazing moment of my life right there. Designed to live here in the forest. I mean, a snake this big is easily 18 to 20 years of age. And they're quite shy and elusive. They will move through the forest. No one will see them. Just like a ghost of the forest. A truly incredible snake, and by far one of my favorite snake species in the world. Only really the king cobra gets bigger than this forest cobra. And the king cobra is almost in a different family of its own, so almost one of the world's biggest cobra species. And it just lives out here in the forest. Look at that. Oh, look how strong it is. Look, if I stand absolutely still, it's going past my leg there. If it wanted to now, it could bite me. It's quite a nerve-wracking experience, but look, as long as I'm calm, all you want to do is move away. Yeah. Such a powerful snake and designed to climb. You just feel the strength in this body. Look at, oh! That is amazing. Look at this. I'm trusting him with my, oh, look at that, making a hood, warning me. He's so big. Look how he glides through the water. Also designed to just swim through water. Just the ultimate forest liver. Look at that. That is just incredible.
The bushveld. Vast expanses of grassland to the northeast of the country. This is Big Five territory. Before the summer rain, larger game species trample the thirsty land into dust. The harsh African sun burns onto the barren soil. With little shade, reptile species risk overheating. But a clever little serpent has evolved a solution. Right on the tip of its nose.
Shield-nosed cobra. Check it. With his little tail burrowing under the sand. Before I pull him out, you can see that rough scale tail. Almost like a gecko's tail. And some people actually believe they wiggle it to attract their prey. Look at this, burrowing under the sand. Look at that, wow. Not as venomous as the true cobras, but venomous enough for me to have to go to hospital. So it obviously attacks your respiratory system. You can see he's very alert. It's quite warm, he's out hunting, and they use that little snout there to dig under the sand. Look how cute he is. Very fast. So these small snakes, stocky little snakes, are very fast, almost like a little pit bull. When they bite, they inject quite a lot of that venom. Okay, buddy. He's so cute. He actually digs his nose down and allowed me to scratch him. Look at that, look at him, look at him. Pointing his snout down for me there. Its scale on the front of his nose, it's like a shovel. What they're called the shield-nosed cobra. They've got that big shield on the nose and actually use that to dig. And in the mouth, they've got short little fangs and inject that neurotoxic venom. Feel him under my leg. It's just very interesting while he's burrowing away. This tail, it's incredibly rough. It's a rough, like a, ooh. Doesn't like me playing with his tail. But a completely different scale feeling, the tail, to the rest of the body. The rest of the body is quite, he's looking at my leg there. It's quite soft, it's smooth scaled. A beautiful, sweet little snake with such a short little stubby face. Look at that, how close he's coming to my hand and not even reacting. He's just trying to burrow. Probably move off into the shade there, get out of the sun.
Though commercial forests take up just over 1% of the total land area in South Africa, nearly half of all pine forests in the country can be found in the northern provinces bordering Mosinbeak. On the forest floor, carpeted with pine needles, there is plenty of room to hide. These cobras are so common in the northern regions of South Africa, locals call them imfezi, the Zulu word for snake. Due to their sheer numbers, confrontation in this region is inevitable. 80% of victims have been bitten in their beds, the snake slithering between the sheets to seek warmth. They prefer rocky, sparse terrain like the grasslands, but are adaptable and can be found wherever there is prey. Though considered nocturnal, they will bask during the day to digest and charge for the hunt come nightfall. They will eat almost anything smaller than they are, insects, toads, and rodents, as well as other venomous snakes. Like all cobras, when confronted, the Mosinbeak and spitting cobra will rear up and spread a hood, making it look bigger, more formidable. If that doesn't scare off an aggressor, it has an effective weapon to prevent it getting any closer. It spits with disturbing accuracy. They have excellent vision and will aim for the eyes. Massive venom storage means they will spit again and again. Without water to rinse it out, the victim risks permanent blindness. Their venom is predominantly cytotoxic, with additional neurotoxic effects. Cytotoxins cause severe pain, destruction of tissue. Neurotoxins shut down respiratory function. Without medical attention, writhing in agony, the victim suffocates to death.
Definitely a Mosinbeak spitting cobra. No doubt about it. Look at the tail disappearing. These guys are the best spitters found in Africa. Gotta be quite careful. He was up basking in the sun, and then he spotted me and he moved away. Quite gracefully, very graceful in their movement, but kings when it comes to spitting. You don't get a better spitter than this snake. They cause most of the venomous snake bites in southern Africa, these Mosinbeak spitting cobras. They're very common. They're quite tough, they stand their ground, and they prey on quite a variety of different animals. If they spray into an open wound or a cut, you could have problems. If they spray you in the eyes, you can go blind if you're not treated and washed out thoroughly for at least 20 minutes or so. And I'd still recommend you go to hospital to have it checked out, because you don't want to end up with a blind eye. So that defense of spraying venom is a very powerful weapon that they have. It gives them a tremendous strength, almost more than a black mamba with speed, because within a 3-meter range, that snake sprays you, you're in a world of pain, and you can't see. And that's animals as big as lions have been blinded by these Mosinbeak spitting cobras. So a formidable, formidable snake. I'm gonna try and lift this up gently. Looks like quite a big one. I didn't see it properly, but it was definitely a Mosinbeak spitting cobra. Just hiding away. He hasn't quite noticed that I've come in here. Highly venomous snake. Okay, he's making a bit of a hood. Let's see if I can move this log. Okay, move this log. Look at that beautiful shine that he's got. Mosinbeak and spitting cobra. It's quite a healthy adult size. They normally average at about 1.2 meters. So this is a fully grown adult, and it looks like a male to me. It's got a sharp little tip tail here. Now these Mosinbeak spitting cobras are very famous for having quite a bad temperament. He's actually quite settled, just trying to get away now. If the getting away doesn't work, then you'll... Oh, yo! Look at that glide. It's making the hood. It's making that hood. Yo! He sprayed me! Okay, it's on my arm. You see, tries to get away, and then if that doesn't work, he sprays his venom. Now, he got me on the arm. I'm quite sensitive to the venom in my mouth. I have been sprayed before, so I'm not too keen on getting sprayed in the mouth. But let's just try this gently. He's just trying to move away. Unlike your Cape Cobras and Snouted Cobras, they don't stand their ground for very long. Just goes like this. He doesn't even have to make a big hood. He can go and just spray. Just a small movement. That's all it takes. You've got to be so alert with these guys. Oh, he sprayed me again. Spraying and spraying. Okay, I'm facing. Not too overly aggressive, just giving me that warning. That warning spit every now and then. Let's catch my breath here a bit. Incredible animal, demands so much respect with that power to spit. You can almost relate it to like a dragon that breathes fire. You can see where all those myths come from. Dragons that spew fire. This is like fire. If it hits you in the eyes, it burns. Look there, look at that. Oh, he is spraying venom for Africa right now. He is spraying venom. Oh! Oh, sprayed me again. He's meaning business, this snake. And it's understandable. I've really pushed my luck. Look at that, look at that. Now he's standing his ground. He's finally standing his ground. Oh! He gave me lots of chances to leave him alone. So this is not out of aggression. And this snake is really famous for being very aggressive. Actually quite a sweetheart. Just doesn't like me messing with him, and that spray. He's got a 3-meter range. He knows that I'm constricting his tail. Turns around and gives me hell for it. Let me go, or I'm gonna punish you with venom. Oh, venom all over my hand. Oh, he sprayed me there. Serious amount of venom. Look at this, my hand is actually shining. Look at all that venom on my hand there. Droplets everywhere, and all it takes is one of these drops. And I'm actually burning a bit from that venom. Where's the snake? Just like that, they can disappear. Look at this. One of Africa's most deadly snakes disappeared right here. Someone comes and steps here, he doesn't see. Look at him, he's coming up here. As soon as I come close, he sticks his head out. And they're very widely distributed, so you can understand why they cause most of the bites in Africa. And even for experienced animal handlers and people who work with them for many years, they're still a handful because of their power to spray venom. It's not pleasant to get it in the mouth, and it's not pleasant to get it in the eye. It won't kill you, but it completely puts you off. And that's what they need. They need you to leave them alone just for that couple of minutes so I can get away. It's not an aggression. It's just, please leave me alone. I don't want to fight. That's all it is. So actually quite a sweetheart, actually quite shy. Look how aware the snake is. He's actually tilting his head back. Oh, got me good there in the mouth. Now he's fine in his final ground. I've got some on my shades here as well. Look at that tremendous amount of venom there. Look at that thick, syrupy, thick colored venom. That is a lot of venom. That is a tremendous amount of venom. That's all it would take to kill me. And that is crazy that it could be so thick and syrupy. It is amazing. Okay, I need to just clean this off a bit. You can imagine if I didn't have any glasses on, I'd be in serious trouble. And look how he's just sitting his ground now. He's tried everything in the book. He's tried to get away, didn't work. He's tried to spray me, it didn't work. He's tried to hide, I reopened him up again, and he's still just standing his ground. He hasn't bit me, he's warned me. I pushed my luck more than I should have, and I think I'm gonna go on my way. This is incredible how alert the snake is. Yo! That was truly a remarkable experience. And even though he's got all that power, he sprayed me. It was all just a warning. It was never the intention to kill me or really even harm me. He doesn't think like that. He just wants to be left alone. I was the enforcer there. He did absolutely nothing wrong. He is a beautiful, amazing animal, and they deserve to live happy lives and don't need to be killed just because they spray venom and they can cause blindness. They don't want to do it. It's just as a last defense. And he showed it beautifully and remarkably that he is not actually over-aggressive and truly a spectacular animal. And I was really honored to work with him out here in the forest.
The Cape Cobra. Widely regarded as the most dangerous cobra species in Africa. Also known as the yellow or copper cobra, this species ranges from butter yellow to dark brown. Though it inhabits a smaller geographical range than most African cobras, It thrives in a variety of habitats and has been found in altitudes as high as 2,500 meters above sea level. In these wetlands, they prey on flightless birds, rodents, amphibians, and other snakes. In spring, during the months of September and October, they become more active, more aggressive. Breeding season. Mating becomes a deadly dance. An older suitor may well be looking for a meal. They produce a syrupy, neurotoxic venom, drop for drop, the most potent of all African cobra species. If bitten, assisted respiration and at least 10 vials of antivenom are required for treatment. Symptoms include weakened muscle control, slurred speech, and ultimately respiratory failure. Without treatment, the victim could die within just 30 minutes.
And here we go. I've just found a track of a snake. You lose the track here, but here I pick it up again. You can see once again how the snake's pushed off. Clear sign of a snake moving. Look at this. Clear indentation of a fat snake. I'd say at least this thick have gone down here. Could be a Cape Cobra or a mole snake.
Many have mistaken cobras for mole snakes, and vice versa. Countless mole snakes have been needlessly killed. Many humans have suffered potentially fatal bites. With snakes, one cannot afford to make a mistake.
Look at that beautiful hood that it's making. Exactly what I've been looking for. Cape Cobra. A beautiful salmon color. These Cape Cobras are the most venomous cobra found in Africa. Almost equal to the venom of a black mamba. I'm quite excited about this, because I want to try and safely put the snake into a state of thanatosis. Incredibly potent neurotoxic venom. Only 15 milligrams of it's needed to kill a fully grown adult. Now this snake this size could easily produce up to 200 and 250 milligrams of venom. So comfortably it could kill up to 10 adults, easily. And that venom hits your nervous systems and shuts everything down, and you start struggling to breathe, and eventually you die from respiratory failure. Not incredibly painful, but a very, very scary bite. He's smelling me. He's telling me, don't hurt me. But look at that, when I give him a gentle rub, there's no aggression. He's not opening his mouth to try and bite me. I'm tickling him. Look at that. Just a bit of a tickle along the spine. Potent enough venom to kill a buffalo, but gentle like a kitten. It's just amazing. They're so misinterpreted, these snakes. People just think they're pure evil and dangerous. Yes, they have a very potent venom that can kill very easily, but they don't want to waste that venom. It's very important to them. They use that to kill all kinds of rodents and things out there, so they don't want to waste their venom on me. So only as a last resort, if I went in here now with aggression and I hurt him, then he will bite me. But if something attacked me and hurt me with aggression, I would also bite them. So it's the same thing. Even though it's the deadliest cobra in Africa, they actually got not too bad of a temperament. And it's just showing you right here on the dunes, out here in the Western Cape wetlands, that even these cobras, and he's lived here for maybe 8 years or so, is actually not as aggressive as they come across. He's just telling me, please leave me alone. I want to go on my mission, hunting rats and rodents and living my years out here. And they can live up to 20 years comfortably. Oh, a gentle rub on the back of its head. all along the spine here like this. You can see its breathing slowing down a little bit. This is not harming the snake in any way. It's just awakening a primitive instinct. I'm not using any force, just a gentle rub. Just a gentle touch all along the body. Still got a hood, but he's almost down to that state of thanatosis. Just one last rub along here. And Africa's most deadly cobra is passed out. Look at that. He's out. Just made that massive hood, try to bite me, go crazy, but with a gentle approach, just touching him along the body, kicks in that primitive instinct that tells him that he must play dead now. This animal has overpowered him. Truly amazing. Truly amazing. Africa's most deadly. And even give him a kiss. That is amazing. You didn't think you could ever do that with something this venomous and this dangerous. So, let's give you a tickle. Come. There we go. Wake up. There we go. You're alive. Beautiful. Fully back. A beautiful Cape Cobra. See, he's not even striking at me at all now. It's almost like me and him have become friends. It's making the hood, but he's taking a nice little scratch on the back. It's really cute. You see there? He's almost become like a puppy. Okay, I'm going to leave you alone.
The Wrinkles. Their name means ringed around the collar. Females of the species give birth to live young and are therefore not classified as true cobras. Though like cobras, the Wrinkles will spread its hood and may spit venom when threatened. However impressive this may seem, this snake best performs when all its aggressive avenues have been exhausted. As a last resort, to prevent being eaten, it plays dead. This stellar display should not be taken lightly. Even when visibly incapacitated, it can bite if disturbed anymore. Feeding predominantly on frogs and toads, they can often be found around water.
Right there in the water. It's a Wrinkles. I can see it clearly. I'm not going to get any closer before I put on some goggles. Otherwise it's going to spray me with venom. I'm at about 3 meters now. He could spray me. And very easy to identify quickly. I can see the band and marks across the body and that cobra-shaped head. Even though the Wrinkles is not a true cobra because it gives birth to live babies instead of laying eggs, it still makes a big broad hood and it can spray venom up to 2.5 meters quite accurately. But the difference between a Wrinkles and, say, a Mosinbeak spitting cobra is the Mosinbeak spitting cobra can spray while it's not in hood formation, but the Wrinkles has to stand up to spray its venom. It's actually under the water, under this old piece of rotten sheet of metal. God, I got the tail here. Yo, look at this, I got him. Famous for spraying, so let's see if I put him down what he's gonna do. Yo. No, he just sprayed me. Oh no. Got a good dose in the mouth there. The venom is not dangerous in the mouth. Only if you have something like a stomach ulcer. But in the eyes, incredible burning sensation. You can go blind if you don't treat it. Look how tall this Wrinkles is standing. Wow. If I get any closer, he's going to try and spray me again. He's going to drop the hood forward like that and he'll spray venom. Look at that. Yo! sprayed me again. Yo. They normally aim for the eyes, but he's getting me a nice dose into my mouth. Yo, he's standing so tall. Yo, look at how alert he is. What a spectacular snake this Wrinkles is. Look at that display. That's half his body length off the ground. Only give me a little spray every now and then if I get too close. Yo, if I put, yo, sprayed me again. Now what I'm going to try and do, if his spraying doesn't work and his hood doesn't work, then he plays dead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on the back of his head. Look how aware he is. What a snake. Yo! I'm spraying at my shoes. What a spectacular snake. They come here to hunt frogs. They'll eat rodents, frogs, even sometimes other snakes. But there's a lot of frogs around here, and that's obviously what he's come to hunt. And he's not allowing me near his head. Look how aware he is. Yo! That speed, that awareness. Such a fast snake. Just a touch. Look at that. Just a touch, he rolls over. He plays dead. Look at this. Right here in the mud. Touch him there, the mouth will open. Look at that, the mouth's open, he's dead. Dead snake, I can still feel his heart beating. But to all purposes, he's dead now. How incredible is that? Just one touch, nothing more. Just picked him up mid-body and he's out. He can't help it. It's just that instinct that kicks in. And the Wrinkles is famous for this reaction. The ultimate in thanatosis. They're the best at playing dead. They even secrete a foul smell that smells like something that's dead and rotten. And what does something do when they're dead? They lie upside down and their mouth goes open. And look at this, the mouth goes open. Look at that. Look at that. Incredible. I'm going to put him in the water. Look at that. Incredible.
The bushveld. Yellow grassland dotted with acacia. Ever growing from the reach of the giraffe. At the mercy of thunderstorms, heat waves, and regular drought, forging an existence here isn't easy. To survive, life in the bushveld has evolved to be bigger, tougher, stronger. On the surface, all seems calm. But there's a snake in the grass. The Snouted Cobra. Previously known as the Egyptian Cobra, the snake believed to have killed Cleopatra. A symbol of royalty, deity, and immortality. As with other cobras, the Snouted Cobra has fixed front fangs. Like sharks, snakes will drop their fangs, replacing one with another. Opportunistic hunters, they will prey on anything small enough to swallow. Even other snakes. Favoring in particular the deadly puff adder. Victims are usually bitten in the lower leg at night. The neurotoxic venom causes pain, swelling, and blistering at the site of the bite. As it courses through the bloodstream, the respiratory system starts shutting down. Muscles weaken, swallowing and breathing become increasingly difficult. Without assisted ventilation, the victim suffocates to death. Cobras are adept tree climbers. In the early morning, exposed branches offer a perfect position to bask in the sun, spreading its impressive hood to catch more of the warming light. This heat will charge its cold-blooded body for the hunt at dusk.
Incredible. A monster cobra. Definitely a Snouted Cobra. There's no other cobra that gets that big in the bushveld area. He's actually climbing down this fig tree.
These snakes are deadly. Any mistakes could cost him his life.
Gotta get some grip here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yo! Jeez, this is a big snake. A massive, massive Snouted Cobra. Actually quite intimidating when you get really close. It's actually quite wrapped in here. Just slow movements. Okay, I got him here now. Look at that. He touches the ground from up here. Wow. Oh! Yo! Wow. Look, I was making the hood. Whoa. Look at that. Massive boy. Wow. He's looking at me now. Ooh, okay. Okay, sorry. Just be gentle. I'm not here to harm you. Check everything, making the hood. Just telling me. Don't mess with me. That sideways movement is typical of the Snouted Cobra to give you a warning. Yo. You really have to stay so calm. I'm within striking range here. I'm giving him complete power. If he wanted to right now, he could bite me. I'm gonna try and do just a gentle touch, just to see if he's comfortable with me stroking. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. That is amazing. Such a big snake. I'm actually gonna, ooh, okay, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna just sit incredibly calm. You see, he hasn't made a hood yet. This is quite a bit dangerous. I think I'm gonna slowly move away here. Yo. Just giving me a little bit of a warning to move out of the way. I mean, look at this. He's actually coming towards me, sniffing me. Look at him sniffing my hand. He's coming towards me again. He's actually coming to check out who am I, what am I. A snake this size is so powerful that he doesn't get manhandled like this by anything. Any animal out here would stay far away from him. So he's really puzzled, wondering, look at that, he's giving me a hood again. Yo! I just want to move him. This snake is so big. Just gently pick him up. The snake is so big. I mean, I can feel this is almost 5 kilograms easily. Look at that massive hood that he makes. Wow. Ooh. We don't want to get you upset. Just a slight little stroke. Look at that. He actually likes it. Oh, no, he didn't like it too much. Sorry, boy. Just a gentle one. Just rubbing him gently. Look at that. Gentle stroke. He's actually stopped and enjoying it now. Just move this rock out of the way. Look at this. Look at that stroke. Flattening the head. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. He's flattening his hood like he's loving it. Oh, is that nice? That's something really amazing about these very old, big, massive cobras, whether it's the big king cobras or these big snouted or Egyptian cobras. When they get really old and really big, they seem to change a bit. They seem to tolerate humans a lot more. When you look at the younger, smaller cobras, they strike viciously. It takes a lot to calm them down. With these big boys, they give you a warning, make a big hood, huff at you a little bit, but as long as you don't force yourself on them or actually push them or hurt them, they actually just leave you.
After the mating season in spring, when the snakes pair only briefly to mate, the female will lay between 8 and 30 eggs and then leave them to hatch on their own. From the moment they hatch, the young snakes are hooded, venomous, and perfectly capable of killing with a single bite.
So I want to see his length one more time. I mean, this snake is big and he's heavy. Look at that. I'm 186. So he looks like he's just a bit, he's about the same height. So he's about 1.8, so close to 2 meters, but very heavy bodied. Lift him one more time, yeah, look at this. Look at that. Wow. Look at the size of that snake. He's actually sniffing the air. It's like, what's going on here? Wow, look at that. Whoa! Just checking me out. Are you gonna put you back in the tree, old boy? Ooh, 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 he's checking me out. You always have to be so aware of them. Still giving me a hood, a little bit of a warning, but very gentle. Don't bite me. Ooh, ooh. Sniffing me, sniffing me. Yo, look at that. What are you doing there? Looked like he wanted to actually work a fang in there, maybe. Okay, the key is to always stay calm. I'm getting a little bit nervous, so this is a good time to let him go. If he bites me there, I would be in serious trouble. Check, he's just checking me out. Right near my heart. Okay, back into the tree here. We can live out the remainder of his beautiful life. Now that was truly one of my more intense moments. I'm normally very calm when I work with these animals, but my heart's starting to race a bit. To give that snake so much trust, such a primitive animal, so much trust, to let him sniff me so close to my vital organs, takes quite a lot, even for me that's worked with him for many years. But he was absolute star, completely calm, made a bit of a hood, warned me a couple of times. But look at that, he just goes this way and give him a last touch. And I'm so glad I shared that moment with such an ancient, old, looks like a male to me, Snouted Cobra in the bushveld of Africa. Big snake in this tree. It's a Snouted Cobra. Wow, it's a specimen and a half this. Looks at least 1.7, 1.8 meters long. Look at this. Just look at the size of the snake. Oh, he's very alert. This guy is very, very alert. You can see that he's already making a bit of a hood. Now, people don't know this commonly, but the Snouted Cobras, just like many other cobras, will climb trees to bask in the sun. You can see he's got a beautiful overview here, and right now the sun is right directly on him. He's warming his body up. He might have eaten something. I don't see any food in him, but they also help. The sun helps him to digest their food. He's huffing at me. Listen to that. Listen to that. This guy is angry. Very angry. Look at the hood. The hood's coming up. Now, I'm going to try and pull this guy out so we can get better photos of him. But he is very angry, this guy. He is very angry. Look at that hood that he's making. Let's see if I can move him. You know, when you work with snakes without any equipment, it's a lot more tricky. Let's see if we can get this guy out. Where's your tail? Now, remember, always when you grab a cobra like this by the tail, they can still swing around and bite you. I'm incredibly close to him, yeah? He is upset, this guy. He is upset. Always covering his angles. You can see that. Look at that. Making a beautiful hood looking at me here. And that's just telling me, leave me alone, otherwise I'm going to bite you. Looking at me, look, always aware of where I am, no matter what angle I'm moving at. He's always covering his angles. Striking at my hand there. You can see, you always have to be careful. A very potent neurotoxic venom, this guy. I'm going to grab this tail. I think I've got him. There we go. There we go. I've got you, buddy. I've got you. Now you have to always be alert with these guys. Trying to get them loose here now. And it's quite tricky when he's dangled in like this. There we go. We've got him. We've got him. Come, let go. Look at the size of this cobra. This is a monster cobra. Look at this. Look at the size of this guy. Now we'll see. Look at the characteristic hood. There's the characteristic hood. You see there? Following the movement. Look at him following the movement. Now here I'm within striking range, but he's only telling me now, stay away from me. You see, not striking right away. Following the movement. Look at that. Look at that beautiful snake. Now, this is a Snouted Cobra, formerly known as the Egyptian Cobra, and these guys have got a potent neurotoxic venom. So if he injects anything more than 25 milligrams of venom into my hand or anything, that's potentially fatal to a fully grown adult. Now, a snake this size could potentially produce up to 300 milligrams of venom with one bite. So you do not want to get bitten by this guy, especially out here in this kind of environment. Now, with snakes, just like mongooses and meerkats and all these things, kill these guys is by basically tiring them out. So I'm distracting them with this hand. I'm going to show you something, a technique that you can develop is touching these guys behind the head. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to distract him. You see he's got his eyes on my hand all the time. Now I'm going to put my hand behind him and you'll see, look at that. Look at that beautiful snake. Now you'll see this. Call it the touch of death. Look at that. Push him down. There we go. And he's always alert. Look at that strike. Come here, buddy. Come. Come here. Let's see what we can do with you. And you can see I'll put my hand down on you again. There we go. Putting him kind of in a hypnosis state here. Showing him dominance. And you can see he doesn't know what's going on. Look at that. Look at this beautiful snake. Always very alert. Come here. Look at that snake. See, it's all about agility, speed. See that? Now let's see if we can stretch his eye out so we can get a bit of a measurement on him. See exactly how large he is. See his tongue. Hey, let's see if we can do this. Now, as far as, you know, working with these kind of snakes, you would never think, oh, that was a close one. You can see these guys, always alert, never take your eye off them completely. Now, what I'm going to try and do here is try and give him a kiss on the back of the head. Now, I'll show you. It's all about distraction, first of all. And then he's now focus on this hand. Focus on this hand. And there we go, the kiss of death on a Snouted Cobra. Woo! 1.8 meters, I believe. We'll see now if I can stretch this guy out. Look at that. Look at this. Can you believe it? Working with a wild giant cobra of Africa. Look at that snake. Look how large this snake is. Man, that's a good 1.7, 1.8 meters long, this guy. It is a monster. And I feel so privileged and honored to be able to work with a snake this size. Look at that. He is so agile and so alert. He's an old guy, this. He's not a young fella. He knows exactly what I'm up to. And he's not going to let me have my way. I want to see if we can get him. Oh, you can see him striking there. See if I can get him mid-body. He is quite a feisty guy. Just letting me know, please leave me alone. And we will let him go on his way just now. Let's see if we can get the shot. Let's see if we can. Hey, you are a difficult customer. Hey. Woo-hoo-hoo. See that one? Close, but in this kind of thing, you always just have to be that millisecond faster than him, and then you'll be alright. Let's see if I can get that pose. Very alert, this guy. Doesn't want to give me his head. Now you want to try and lift him up. Wow. That's it. What a beautiful snake. What a beautiful snake. I think we'll leave this guy. This is a great find, just to show you the diversity you can still find out. Even so close to cities, you still have these monster cobras and snakes out here.